Hi, good afternoon. I'm J. Lenora Bressler, and welcome to the April 23rd, 2019 edition of the Bible Delight in the Details. Yesterday, we were talking about the fact that Easter fell on the Feast of First Fruits, the first of the barley crop, and the absolutely fascinating procedure that the high priest went through on Passover, on our Good Friday, to select that perfect barley stalk taken from the national barley patch representing the Jewish people that would later be waved in front of the Lord on what we would call Easter morning, or the Feast of the First Fruits. I wanted to finish up on that topic by explaining that once you understand that Jesus was resurrected on first fruits, something that he said to Mary Magdalene in the garden makes more sense. I don't know about you, but when I was growing up and I read the Easter resurrection account, it seemed rather odd when Jesus is talking to Mary. He's in his resurrected body, and she falls down, worships him, and she's grabbing for his feet and legs, and he tells her that she must let him go. She must release her hold on him because I have not yet ascended to the Father, which tells you that he was going to go then up to see his Holy Father. Why is this? He's clearly not talking about eventually his ascension 40 days later, because later in the day, certainly in the upper room and all, he was very much part and among them and all, and so it's something he was going right then. What was that all about, and why did Mary need to release him and let him go? It's because under the procedure of the Feast of First Fruits, excuse me, early in the morning, at the time of the first sacrifice of the morning, the high priest would have taken the barley and waved it in front of the altar of the Lord. It was called waving it before the Lord, the presence of the Lord. And that was when, God had to find that sacrifice acceptable. And as we said, it represented the first of the harvests, and would have been the Israelites asking the Lord, as you've done for this first harvest, do for the other harvests. And we Christians can see that in that, as Paul said, Jesus is our first fruit. Well, so what had to happen? The high priest had to present the barley in front of the Lord. Well, who is Jesus? Jesus is the high priest. He is our high priest. He was also the barley. And so he had to go up to the throne room of heaven, literally before the Lord, and both as high priest and as that barley, present the barley to the Lord. And that explains why Jesus told Mary to let him go. He had unfinished business in the throne room of the Lord. But he would be back. He would be back on 3 more occasions that day. He would appear to 2 disciples. Many scholars believe one of them was Clopas, his uncle, on the road to Emmaus. And then he appeared also to Peter in a one-on-one conversation about which we do not know any details. And then, of course, toward evening in the upper room, he appeared to many of the followers. But at that moment, when he was talking with Mary, he just needed to say, "Hello, Mary," and then be on his way. I'm J. Lenora Bressler. Visit me on the next edition of The Bible Delight in the Details. Have a great day and live in the reality of first fruits.